Hello everybody, welcome back to the World of Warcraft Legion Beta. My name is Necroxis. Today, we are beginning the Death Knight class campaign. I couldn't get the cutscene to trigger again, but essentially, after you hit enough artifact power for your first trait, if you come back to Arcarus, or Acarus, however you want to pronounce it, the Lich King is basically like, yo dogs, since you're totally doing exactly what I want, even though you're Death Knights and you think that you're not, we're going to reform the Four Horsemen. And the first one you're going to use, you're going to revive, is Nazgrim, the old general of the Horde. So, talk to Darian.
For us, there's no peace.
He says, the voice of the Lich King has spoken, Death Lord, and the Knights of the Ebon Blade will obey your command. The Four Horsemen were no ordinary Death Knights. They were born of pure, unholy power gifted from the Lich King to Amal'thazad. This unholy power to raise dead has been now passed to you, Death Lord. I am sure you will wield it with great conviction. The Four Horsemen will be powerful allies against the Burning Legion, and Nazgrim is a worthy first choice.
The Knights of the Ebon.
The Four Horsemen. I have my reservations, but I will obey your will, Death Lord.
You have your
The Horde will be outraged, but Nazgrim will make a powerful Death Knight.
God, knowing who the other Four Horsemen are, or at least who the Death Knights want them to be, I don't know how. Like, I physically don't know how the Death Knights don't become, like, the main villain the next expansion. Like, the first person, they're gonna piss off the Horde with Nazgrim. The second person, they piss off the Alliance. The third person doesn't really matter. But the fourth person, they want to piss off the Paladins. Like, I don't know how they don't become villains. Also, why can I not get into here? There we go, okay. We have to go to Durotar. Here we go. Like, the Death Knights just don't give any fucks about anybody else. I know that's supposed to be the point, but they never were actively antagonistic to the other factions. They more were like, we're gonna do stuff that's considered morally gray, and sometimes maybe even evil for the greater good, but they never went out of their way to, like, piss off everybody possible. In their class campaign, they're gonna piss off the Horde, they're gonna piss off the Alliance, they're gonna piss off the Order of the Silver Hand, they're gonna piss off, I guess, the Scarlet Crusade, but no one gives a shit about them. I guess the priests do, because they join, their remnants end up joining up with the priests. But, I don't know, man, I made this argument on Twitter and online and other places, and people seem to not understand, or not agree with my opinion here, but I'll give it to you guys. The Death Knights have basically just become pawns of the Lich King again. Just instead of the Lich King forcefully controlling them through his will, and side note, I'm not even talking about the conversation of whether or not Bolvar Lich King even has the power to do that. That's not the point. Rather than doing it through his will, like Arthas Lich King did, the Bolvar as the Lich King is just basically giving them goodies and giving them blessings instead of trying to forcefully control them. And Death Knights are like, alright, sure. Like, if you think about it, before we talk to Thassarian, if you think about it, what happens is, when you first start as a Death Knight, you do the Broken Shore, you do the introduction, and it's crap. And you do the Dalaran stuff in Ulduar and Karazhan. But then, the first thing that happens is you hear the voice of the Lich King commanding you to go to Icecrown. And you go. You pursue your artifact, but at the end you go to the Icecrown, and you get his blessing. And then it's his idea to reform the Four Horsemen. Like, you're doing all of the Lich King's plans. Death Knights, wake up, bros, you're pawns again. You're pawns of the Lich King again.
What?
The world of the living will forever revile us for the dark tasks that we begin this day.
Another time.
The Firstborn rises. General Nazgrim was one of the finest warriors our world has known, and his loyalty was unsurpassed, even for an orc. He deserves the peace of death, but this world cries out to be saved. The time for rest is over. Come, Death Lord. Let us welcome Nazgrim into the arms of the damned. Also, can I point out how fucking unfair this is to Nazgrim? Blizzard constantly has this thing where they can't just let characters just be done. They have to bring characters back. We have Nazgrim. I've always talked about how Nazgrim's arc as a character was perfect for who he was. He was this loyal to a fault character. He ended up joining up with Garrosh before he went completely fucking insane, but stayed with Garrosh and ended up sacrificing his life in the Siege of Orgrimmar. That was a good end to his character, but no, we have to bring him back.
Tomorrow, Ethan.
It is time, my lord. Do what must be done. What do I do? I have to raise Nazgrim, but how do I... Oh, here we go. Raise a powerful Death Knight from beyond the grave. Also, I'm going to be really pissed if none of the people we raise ever say, like, what the fuck, why did you do this? Nazgrim, your Death Lord calls. Feel the icy grip of your master and rise once more. I'm so sorry, Nazgrim. I wouldn't do this otherwise.
I live again. How long has it been since I tasted death?
Long enough, my friend. The Burning Legion has returned, and you have been called to the battle.
Say no more. I will sever their heads from their bodies.
Is he really just totally cool with that? Indeed you shall, General. Indeed you shall. This is exactly... I know people hate it when I go into the Sylvanas rant again.
Travel to the Scarlet Monastery and raise the High Inquisitor from her tomb inside the cathedral.
That's not supposed to happen yet, but this is exactly what I mean. This is what all of it... The Lich King is telling everyone to do stuff. Like, that's... It's his plan. Like, we're doing his plan. We're pawns of the Lich King again. Oh, God. But, anyway... To piss people off in a different way, this goes back to my Sylvanas complaint. Sylvanas, through the Valkyrie, resurrects a ton of people, and none of them are ever upset with it. The only person that is, in the introduction to the Forsaken Zone, is immediately killed off. Literally everybody else is like, cool, I'm alive again. Can you really tell me that everyone would be fine with being resurrected? God, it's so convenient for the story's sake. What I want is Sylvanas and the Death Knights to both have this experience. I want them to resurrect a powerful person who then turns around and goes, what the fuck did you do? I don't want to be back. I lived my life and I died, so fuck off. And then attack us and we have to kill them. That's what I want to happen. I don't want it to be some random stupid NPC from Redridge, who it is in the Forsaken starting zone. I want it to be a powerful person who does that. Because that's a realistic response.
We know much.
Well done, Death Lord. One of the Horde's greatest generals in life now serves you in death as the first horseman.
A shadow of hope remains.
Rise, champions! Your power is great, Death Lord, but power alone will not be sufficient. If we are to save this world from the Burning Legion, we will need powerful allies. The Knights of the Ebon Blade are yours to command. It would be wise to make use of them effectively. Go! Speak with Nazgrim and Thassarian. They will be of great use to you in the fight against the Burning Legion.
We must forge our own destiny.
Okay.
We are eternal. We are unyielding.
Shut up, Darian. God, you talk for so long. Okay, so we have Nazgrim,
Shall stand in our way.
who is just apparently cool. Is this the same voice as he used to have?
I am waiting. Blood and thunder. I am waiting. Nothing shall stand in our way.
I don't think it is. It's close, but I think it's different. These foolish class trainers speak to me as if I have never held an axe before. They have nothing to teach me that I do not already know. The dark power of undeath flows through my veins, and it seeks blood in battle. Let us waste no more time in this dusty necropolis. Send me out to the front so that I may spill the blood of our enemies. I mean, I love Nazgrim as a character, but I am so sorry what they bastardized you in this way.
We do what the living cannot.
I'm so upset that is... Nazgrim specifically. I don't really care about the other three. I mean, I care about... Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but I only care about really Nazgrim in this regard. Thassarian?
Make it quick.
You and I have been through much together, Necroxis. Now you stand before me as Deathlord and leader of our order. I could not be more proud. The battle against the Burning Legion will be hard fought and filled with peril. You should not embark on this alone, my friend. I will go wherever you command, and I will kill whoever you wish me to kill. Side note, this is full of crap. That should be what he says to an Alliance player, not the Horde player. At best, the only thing he's ever done with the Horde players is show up in the Molten Front in 4.2 as one of the possible dudes that shows up out of like 40 or 50 characters.
We are done.
Yeah, okay, we get it. We deal with the living cannot. Alright. I know I'm pointing out like a bunch of nitpicky stuff, but it matters in this regard. Well done, Deathlord. Nazgrim and Thassarian are powerful champions. I am sure they will carry out their orders with deadly precision. Now that you have recruited your champions, you can use the scouting map to complete vital missions across the Broken Isles. Your first mission is critical to the growth and power of our order. Send Nazgrim and Thassarian to seek out new candidates for the Ebon Blade. Excuse me. Our order must grow in strength if we are to defeat the Burning Legion. Oh, stop making that noise, bitch. Okay, so here we go. This is the same mission as the Horde player.
Nothing shall stand in our way.
The Death Knight has. I like how they added a sound effect to each character now. Thessarian still doesn't have his, but alright.
Nothing shall stand in our way.
Dark Summoner Margot will arrive in Arcaris, and you will gain the ability to raise packs of ghouls who can accompany your champions on missions. Cool. Oh, and the champion ally is Thessarian! Oh, wait, what is he? What does he give us? When outdoor in the Broken Isles, your assigned champion will provide you with the following ability. Thessarian will occasionally come to your aid, stunning nearby enemies for 3 seconds. Marking enemies... Nearby enemies are also affected by the Mark of Thessarian, which causes 25% of the damage taken to heal the attacker. Oh, that's cool. I want to make it clear that I don't dislike what's happening. Like, as much as I'm, like, nitpicking stuff, like, I love the idea that we're resurrecting a new Four Horsemen. That's fucking cool. I love that the Death Knights are, apparently not understanding that they're working for the Lich King again. I'm not mad that they're doing that. I'm just pointing out, like, from like an in-character perspective, bros, you're working for the Lich King again. You might pretend that you're both allies, but you're actively pursuing his agenda, just like you guys used to do. Just rather than being enslaved, you're doing it for his goodies that he's giving you, like the powers that he's giving you. I don't know, man. I'm cool with it. I just think it's funny that no one has pointed this out. At best, Darian has said something like, "I'm wary of this," but that's it. That's the only thing. Whatever, bros. I mean, if you want to willfully enslave yourself again, go for it. But I just don't see how the Death Knights aren't just, you know, just like the next main enemy of... This is nifty looking. The next main enemy of, like, everybody. The Horde, the Alliance, the Order of the Silver Hand, based on what happens there. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do, if that is the route they're going, if they really are going to try and do like a class versus class versus class versus class kind of thing, where all the classes are fighting with each other after we stop the Burning Legion, that's an awesome premise, and I love that idea. I don't think that they can actually pull that off the right way, but if they can, that'll be cool. Alright, so we're done here. Yeah, get him, Nazgrim. Dark Summoner Marog? How would you pronounce that? M-R-O-G-H. Marog? It appears Nazgrim and Thassarian were successful.
Heroes on Azeroth have gathered to face the Burning Legion. But heroes alone will not save this world. Salvation will come at a price the living cannot pay.
This was the cutscene thing that I couldn't get to play. This is what's supposed to happen before Nazgrim.
The time of the Four Horsemen has come, and you will bring about their return. Nazgrim, the fallen general of the Horde, shall be the firstborn. Go now and see that it is done.
So yeah, this is supposed to be what you see when you come back to your class hall. Also, once again, it's the Lich King's idea to rebuild the Four Horsemen. Death Knights, whatever. You're gonna get fucked over. It appears Nazgrim and Thassarian were successful in their mission, which is not true. It was just Nazgrim. We have identified several promising candidates to aid us in the war against the Burning Legion. A powerful necromancer has joined the Why is there like a little dog barking in the background? That was in the game, not in my life. Dark Summoner Marog has come to us from deep within the realm of the Shadowlands. He will be a powerful ally of the Ebon Blade. Speak with him to begin raising an army of ghouls. Alright, where is he? The Shadowlands is interesting. I don't think I've talked about it much on this channel. I've mentioned it casually like all the time, but the Shadowlands is like the default afterlife for everybody on Azeroth. Well, I mean, different cultures have their different religions. Like the shamans become like spirits, and that's a thing. Tauren have like a Native American like ancestral spirit thing as well. But for like most of the regular, I don't want to say regular, but most of like the humans and the elves and like a bunch of other races, they go to the Shadowlands, which fucking is a bummer. It's like basically hell. The Shadowlands is what Sylvanas actually sees in her short story Edge of Night when she kills herself after the Lich King is dead. After the events of the Ice Crown Citadel, and she's like, I have no purpose anymore, and she kills herself. She goes to the Shadowlands, and she's like, fuck this! And that's why she takes the Valkyr's bargain to get the hell out of the Shadowlands. So this guy apparently was from the Shadowlands, I guess. Let's make some ghouls. Alright. It should take only 5 seconds for the first group. Yeah. Right? Are they done? Yes, ghouls! Hooray! The ghouls are ready to do your bidding. I want to make more. Oh, that's cool. They actually rise up and do that. I don't think the imps do that yet in the Warlock, and I want it to do. I want them to, like... I want to see the imps, like, spawning in. But that was cool. He just, like, raised a bunch of ghouls. Alright. Let's keep, going. Good work, Deathlord. These ghouls will be invaluable in the war effort on the Broken Isles. Deploy them on missions just as you would other champions. It's time to send our newly summoned ghouls out onto the field. Look at your scouting map and send your champions and troops on a routine scouting mission. Use the scouting map and complete the mission troops in the field. I'm assuming this is the same long one as the Warlock one. Yes, I know how all this works. So Nazgrim can counter both of those.
Shall stand in our way.
Fuck it, let's just send them all. Infectious Bite. Okay, so the basic minions always have a 15% chance, and then the second rank has a 20% chance. Alright, so we are going to get Archivist Zubashi, and he'll be able to do the Order Hall advancements. Alright, so I will complete this, and then we'll continue on, because we're almost done with this first chapter. Alright, our quests have completed, so let's see what we got. Yay, you guys did it! Nice job, Nazgrim. Archivist Zubashi. Let's see. Excellent work, Deathlord. The mission was a complete success. With our continued success in the field, the Burning Legion will surely be beaten back. Take it up a notch. Archivist Zubashi has been doing a great deal of research on the necropolis we call Archerus. Acarus. I always put the R in front of the C. Acarus. Through his studies on the necropolis, he has located a number of potential improvements that can greatly increase the power of Ebon Hold. Speak with Archivist Zubashi now, and he will show you what improvements can be made. Where is he, though? Archivist Zubashi. Zubashi, where are you, girl? I don't see him on the map, either. Oh, he's right here. Herpa-derpa-derp.
Get on with it.
Alright, let's take a look at all of the Death Knight things, because I know that they're... According to Howie, I haven't looked at them yet, I know they're supposedly they're different from the... All the classes are different in certain ways. So we can either do Death's Boon, increases the chance for quest rewards to get a rare epic bonus upgrade. Okay, Warlocks do have that. Swarm. Enables the Swarm ability, which increases the success chance of the first mission you send each day by 10% when a pack of ghouls or Geist Swarm is on the mission. I assume Geist Swarm is the upgraded version of Pack of Ghouls. Warlocks also have this. I don't know if Warlocks have the restriction of it having to be ghouls or Geist. It might be, and they just changed it and I forgot, but they definitely have one just like this. Dark Horseman grants access to the Death Charger hitching post, used to summon a Death Charger, which allows you to perform mounted combat for a duration. Warlocks don't have that. That's interesting. I wonder how long the duration is. You can just fight normally on a mount. Oh, that's pretty cool. Death's Advance. Enables Death's Advance ability for all missions, which increases the success chance for missions with hazards by 10%. That's cool. So it's just like hazards are automatically 10% more easy to complete. Nice. Call of the Grave. This is the one that increases all of your followers by 1. So it looks like we're getting ghouls, and then Geists are the upgrade, and then Knights are the second group. I'm not. Is it like Ebon Blade Knights? And then they get upgraded to Ebon Blade Ravagers. Okay. Brothers in Arms. This is the same as the Warlock one. Allows you to place work orders for equipment. I'm not sure if it's actually like this in all class halls, but right now on my Warlock, I don't have this one selected, but I can still make equipment. So that probably is a bug, or maybe these are just better versions of the stuff you can make on your own. I don't know. Construct Quarter. Newly recruited packs of ghouls become Geist Swarms. Okay, here we go. Increasing their mission. Okay, these are like imps becoming wild imps. And I'm assuming this is the other kind. Ebon Blade Knights become Ebon Blade Ravagers. Oh, but these ones aren't an increased success chance. Ebon Blade Ravagers just have a random specialization they can counter. That's way more powerful than the Warlock one. That's pretty cool. I like that. Frostworm. Allows you to place a work order for the Frost Crooks. Okay, so this is the Infernal. Instantly complete a world quest. Alright. Or Reanimation. Successful missions have a chance to return a pile of bits and bones, which can be combined into Abominations. Abominations increase success chance by 10% on missions with hazard spells or minions, chosen at random. In addition to the trait Vile Aberration, increases success chance. This seems really good. I know it might be profitable to be like, I can instantly complete a world quest. I guess if you don't want to play a lot, you pick this one. But when all of your missions are successful, like, because, well, most of mine have been. I've been trying to do ones that I can only realistically succeed at. Then you'll probably be getting a lot of these. And it just seems like a bonus extra chance to succeed at stuff, which is great. And then I'm assuming this is one more legendary. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do, I like this, because I'm still leveling up. So I'll probably switch it up to this if I ever play a Death Knight on live when I hit 110. Susie. That was an excellent choice, Deathlord. Feel free to speak to Zubashi whenever you require upgrades. Yeah! Let's get our 300 artifact power. I think that'll give me a whole... No, it won't. Almost a whole trait. So close. Susie? Salinar the Horseman. The Four Horsemen will need perfect steeds. This is no simple task. For the next step of our campaign, I have organized a mission into the Realm of Shadows. The goal of the mission is to find Salinar the Horseman, leader of the Dark Riders, and summon him to Acheris. The mission is currently awaiting your assignment. Okay. Oh, Salinar the Horseman is... Oh, cool. He's the quest NPC when you make a Death Knight. He's the one that you talk to do the quest to get your charger. Which is pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. Is there any other quests I can do? Or I have to do this. I have to do this one. How long is this? Just 1 hour? Alright, I'm going to send my dudes off. Well, let me see what else we can get. We just got artifact power and bonus experience. I'm going to send off my guys.
Nothing shall stand in our way.
And then we'll end this episode. And then next time we'll continue the story on and see what happens. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Stay awesome. We're no longer demon lords. Now we are lords of death. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Farewell.